Singapore, the Law Ministry will defer to 2020 a decision on whether to renew the licenses issued to the second batch of qualifying foreign law practice, QFLP, firms. The 5-year licenses issued to the 4 firms in 2013 were up for possible renewal, as they were due to expire next year, but the report cards of these firms showed that they fell short of their initial commitments made in 2012. The 4 QFLPs were affected by the Asian economy's weaker than expected growth, drop in commodities prices and decrease in mergers and acquisitions, which led to weaker regional demand for legal services in the last 2 years, the ministry said. Deferring the decision to 2020 will allow the ministry to better assess each firm's performance and contribution to Singapore and their respective proposals for the new license period, it added in a press release. MinLaw made it clear that the second batch of QFLP firms had contributed to the growth of Singapore's legal sector, having collectively increased their revenue from offshore work and doubled their headcount of their Singapore offices since they obtained their licenses. This batch, which includes Gibson Dunn and Crutcher, Jones Day, Linklaters, and Sidley Austin, will now have their licenses extended to 2020 till the ministry decides on the renewal. The QFLP scheme is meant to develop the legal sector, support the growth of Singapore's key economic sectors, and offer additional opportunities to Singaporean lawyers, said MinLaw. The scheme allows foreign law practices, FLPs, to practice Singapore law, except in domestic areas of litigation and general practice such as criminal law, retail conveyancing, family law, and administrative law. The QFLPs can practice the permitted areas of Singapore law through Singapore qualified lawyers with practicing certificates or foreign lawyers holding the foreign practitioner certificate. There are currently 9 firms holding QFLP licenses, of which 5, forming the first batch, were awarded their licenses in 2009, which they successfully renewed in 2014. The first batch of QFLPs comprise Allen and Overy, Clifford Chance, Latham and Watkins, Norton Rose Fulbright and White and Case. The QFLPs have contributed strongly to the growth of Singapore's legal sector. In 2016/2017, the 9 QFLPs generated over $400 million in total revenue, of which about 80% came from offshore work, Oregon work that could have been done elsewhere. The 9 firms also employ over 450 lawyers in their Singapore office, of which about 30% are Singapore qualified lawyers, said MinLaw. The QFLP scheme originated in 2008 on the recommendations of the Committee to Develop the Legal Sector, chaired by then Justice V.K. Raja, and which included senior partners of local law firms. To decide whether to renew a firm's license, the ministry will consider the firm's quantitative and qualitative performance, such as the value of work that the Singapore office will generate and the extent to which the Singapore office will function as the firm's headquarter for the region, during the 5-year license period relative to its earlier commitments. The firm's contributions to Singapore